Hello and welcome back to another episode of Laurent's Vegan Vlogs, and today we are going to be discussing Piers Morgan. Let's go.
It's Laurent's Vegan Vlogs, yeah!
So it is a topic that I really wanted to stay away from, because the main thing that this guy does is that he gets us to talk about him. It is the most amazing media campaign that I think almost anyone has ever launched. He has garnered so much hatred, much like the current US president, that everyone is talking about him. You just can't not talk about this guy, especially when you are vegan. He is just a part of your life now. The former Britain's Got Talent panel judge is now turned just overall critic of anything new and positive for the world. I don't know who's paying him. Maybe it's the oil companies, maybe it's Trump, who knows? But the point is that this guy has been running his mouth off like crazy, as a few of these will be able to show you right here. And I mean, you've probably seen them already. It's just absolutely ridiculous. We know how ridiculous this guy is, including going on that fateful breakfast show that he's always seemingly on and presenting his new line of meats. Yeah, Morgan's Meats. I'm gonna blur out the nasty stuff because we don't need to be looking at that here. This is a vegan channel. I mean, that shit nasty. So what I wanted to talk about today is why it's so important to just try and ignore this man. Because as much as he is talking about vegan products and actually giving them a lot of TV time, a lot of airtime, he's also drawing a lot of people who would potentially be interested in going vegan away from that. And that's quite a sad thing. We don't really need this kind of person in our circle, and he is obviously profiting off of us in a major way, and at the same time he is harming us. So that's really not cool. So how do we stop this kind of thing? Is it through vegan debates? Is it through just swarming him on Twitter? Is it through just coming to his house, crapping in a bag and sticking it through the letterbox? Well, I think it's none of those, to be honest. And unfortunately, just like the bullies of our school days, one of the best policies is just to straight up ignore him. Like, we don't really need to give him the power. When we interact with these kind of people, it gives them power. It gives their motives power. It gives what they say power. If we say nothing, if we just don't react to it and we don't really care, it doesn't give them the opportunity to actually cause damage and make us feel bad. Now, while this might not be a massively popular opinion, because obviously we need to fight for veganism, we need to be active, we need to take part in activism and show the world what we are capable of and how important it is to be vegan in 2019, in the future, for the future of the world, I know it's very counterintuitive that we just let this guy go and just don't pay attention to him anymore. But it really is the best way. And as you can see here in this magnificent post from Veganuary, it is just something that we can build on. Thankfully, companies are using tactics to go against Piers, but at the same time, this kind of draws back into what I was saying. We are fueling the fire. So, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my view is that of a peaceful person who just wants it to pass peacefully, and unfortunately that doesn't always fit into the modern climate and capitalism, and especially the advertising culture that we have, which now, using social media, it attacks people directly. You right there, sitting behind the screen, you are being targeted by companies constantly through algorithms, through search results, through every means known to mankind, really. And Piers Morgan seems to be one of those. So perhaps Piers Morgan is an advertising magnate for the vegan community and we are just misusing him for now. But in my opinion, I'd really like to see this more often. And taking a cue from what Pizza Hut have done, perhaps we should all just be swarming his social media and making him feel bad. But then again, we end up in this catch-22 where by commenting on a social media page, you are boosting his profile. Once again, the dude gets more money, the dude gets more recognition, more power, and more affluence. And that's sort of the danger here, is the further this guy goes, the more that people will listen to him. And we don't need that. We need people to stop listening to him. So perhaps there is a way in which we can do that. Like this. I think this may help. Or perhaps this. Or if we really need to do it, this. Regardless, I leave it up to you in the comments. So please, go ahead and tell me what you think we need to do about Piers Morgan and how we're going to solve this rather sticky situation that we're in with him. So, till next time, please do hit that subscribe button, let me know what you think of the show. If there's anything you'd like me to improve upon or talk about, please do let me know. Drop it in those comments down below, and I will see you very soon for another video. Until then, have a great vegan day.